Hello world, welcome to my channel. I am Sahil and today I am going to show you how to send email using CodeIgniter 4 and Gmail SMTP with contact us form and with file attachment. Okay, so let's start. So first I will download a fresh copy of CodeIgniter 4 framework. Okay, so for this in a new tab just open codeigniter.com and then just click on learn more and click on composer installation and copy this composer command and minimize this. In desktop, I will open my terminal and paste the composer command here. Just remove the project name and write my own project name here. So I will write send underscore email. You can write your any name here. Okay. Now hit enter to download the CodeIgniter 4 framework. Okay. Download completed. Just close this terminal. Okay, and this is our project. Now open this project inside your code editor. I am using Visual Studio Code, so I will open inside this. Here first I will rename this env file to .env. So just rename to .env. Here I will change this line, uncomment this line, and set the CI environment equal to production to development. Okay, save this file and close. Now next I will create a controller. Okay, so open the inbuilt terminal of VS Code editor and here I will write php spark make colon controller and here we have to write the controller name. So I'm writing email controller and hit enter. Okay, now this controller is created inside this app directory, then this controllers directory, and this is the email controller.php file. Okay, so this is our controller. Now next what I will do is I will create a view. Okay, so inside this app directory and then inside this views directory I will delete this default welcome message.php file. Okay, this, and here I will create my own view. So inside this views directory I will create a new file index.php. okay, and here for testing here I'm writing hello world. Save this file. Now next inside this app directory just go to this config directory and find a routes.php file. Okay, so this is the routes.php file. Here just open this file. Now here just change the default controller to email controller. Okay, email controller, and here just change this home to email controller. Okay, now we have, this is the index method. We have to define this index method in this email controller. Okay, so this is our email controller and this index method is already defined. Here we have to only return view and here we have to write the view name. So our view name is index, so just write index here. Save this. Now to test just open the terminal again and here write php spark serve. This command will run this project into development server. Okay, so this is our development server link. So you can see hello world message. It means it is working fine. Now next what I will do is just close this terminal. Now I am using Gmail SMTP to send email. So first I will configure our email configuration. Okay, so we have to go to this app directory, then inside this config directory we have to find email.php file. Okay, so here you can see this is the email.php file. Just open this email.php file and here we have to set the SMTP configuration. Okay, so here you can see the protocol. So I will use SMTP protocol. So here I will write SMTP and in host I will use Gmail smtp.gmail.com because we are using Gmail SMTP. So we have to write smtp.gmail.com. okay, and here we have to write the email ID which we will use as SMTP outgoing server. Okay, so I will write my email ID here. So So I'll put rock.pulfmania@gmail.com, and here we have to write the password of this email ID. Okay, here we have to write the password of this email ID, and in SMTP port just write 587, and in timeout I will use 60 second. Okay, and in SMTP crypto just use TLS, and here in mail type I will use HTML. Okay, and that's it. Now only you have to write the password of this email ID here. So for security reason I'm going to pause this video. Okay, so I have written the password there and saved the file. Okay, now next what I will do is just go to index.php file. Here I will design the contact us form first. Okay, so I will use bootstrap 5 for designing. So first here I will write send email in title. Okay, and here I will include bootstrap CDN link for the min.css file. Okay, so here I will use cdn min.css and just use this one, and just before the closing body tag here I will include the bundle.min.js file. So here I will search for bundle.min.js file. You can also get this CDN link from the getbootstrap.com website. Okay, now next here in body tag I will use bootstrap class like bg dark. Okay, bg dark, bg gradient and minimum viewport height 100. Okay, now inside this body I will create a container, and then inside this container I will create a row with margin top and bottom 5, and inside this container I will create a column called lg6 and mx auto to center. Okay, and then inside this I will create a card with shadow, and then I will create card header. Okay, and inside this card header I will use a heading send email or anything you want to display here like contact us. Okay, and I will not use margin bottom 0, instead I will use text secondary here. Okay, now just below this card header I will use card body. Okay, now inside this card body we will design our form. So here in card body I will also use padding 5, and then I will create a form. In action I will use base URL, sorry, and here I will use send, and method will be post, and ink type we will also use ink type attribute because we are sending file using this form, so we have to set multi-part / form data. Okay, and then inside this form we will design input fields. Okay, so first I will create a div margin with margin bottom 3 class, and here I will use a label for email, and here also email. Okay, just below this I will use input, and type will be email, and name will be also email, id will be email, class form control, and placeholder email, and just copy the same thing. Next field will be subject, so here I will write subject in 4, in name and in email. Just select and write subject, and type will be text, so just write text, and in email and this placeholder email I will change to subject. Okay, so just write subject. Now next just copy the same thing and paste, sorry, copy paste. Here I will create a text area for message, so here I will write message, here also I will write message. I will not use input here, so just remove this, and here I will use text area, and name will be message, in id will be message. I will not use call, so just remove it. In rows I will pass 4. Okay, and in class I will use form control, and in placeholder just write message. Okay, now next I will create a file input field. Okay, so here in label I will write file, and here I will write select file, and input type will be file, name will be also file, id will be also file, and in class I will use form control. Okay, and then I will design a button. Okay, so for this I will use a div, then button, and type will be submit, and class will be button dark, and bg gradient, and next here I will write send. Okay, send, or okay, let me check in the browser, refresh. So this is the form. You can see email, subject, message, and file selected. Okay, let's make this button block label. So in this div, just use a class display grid to make the button block label. So you can see the button is now block label. Now next we have to validate this form using CodeIgniter. So what I will do is just go to this routes.php first, and we have to create this route, this send route. Okay, so just go to routes.php file, and here create a route, and this will be a post route, and here just write send. Okay, and in email controller I will use send email method. Okay, so we have to define this method in controller. So just go to email controller, and here just use public function, and this is the method. Here we will define the send email method, and first we will validate the form. Okay, but before validating, here at the top I will define the constructor method, public function construct. Okay, and inside this construct method I will use a helper form, and then url, form url. Okay, now next here in send email, first I will validate. So here I will use inputs equal to this validate. I will use validate method, and inside this validate method we will use email, and we will set the label for this email. Okay, so label will be email, and next rules. Okay, so in rule I will use required and valid email, and I will also set custom message for each rule. Okay, so here in errors in required I will write please enter your email address, and in valid email I will use please enter a valid email address. Okay, similarly we will also validate the subject field. So here just write subject, and similarly we have to use a label, then a rule is required here, and I will use one more rule, that is mean length will be 5. So mean length custom message will be mean, please enter a subject with at least 5 characters. Okay, and here just use comma. Similarly we will also validate the message field, and here I will use label message, rule required, and mean length will be 10. Okay, in custom error in required I will use please enter a message, and in mean length I will use here 10 instead of 5. And then last one is file, so we will also validate the file. Okay, so inside this file first I will set the label to file. Okay, I will set the label to file, and in rule I will just remove this. I will set my own rules uploaded, and then here we have to write the file, and just use pipe symbol to use another rule. Okay, so here I will use max size, and max size will be 1 MB. So here just at 1024 I will not use mime in, instead I will use only is image, and here I will pass 5. Okay, I will only allow image file to upload. Okay, and in error here in uploaded, I will use my custom message. Please select a file in max size. The file size should be less or equal to 1 MB. Okay, and here I will not use mime in, instead I will use is image, and here I will only image type is allowed. Okay, okay, so our validation rules and custom message are set. Now we have to just use if statement, and here I will check if not inputs. So in case of validation fails, then in this case I will return view, and I will return to the same view, that is index, and here I will send, sorry, here I will send the validation error message. So here I will write validation. In array I will pass this validator. Okay, I will just send this validator, and in case of successful validation we will send the email. Okay, but for now let's check that validation is working or not. Okay, so to check validation is working, we have to write something in view also. So just go to index.php file, and here first I will write php, and here we will create an instance of validation class. So I will write validation equal to, and then config, and then services, and then services, then scope resolution operator, and then validation. So our instance of validation class is created with validation. Now next what I will do is, okay, so here we will display the validation error message just below the input field. So here what I will do is, I will just use php open and close tag, and in between first actually here I will use if statement, and then I will check if validation and get error email. If email has some validation error, then in this case what I will do is, I will just use a div with class invalid feedback, and here we will display the validation error message. So just use php shorten tag, and here just write validation get error, and just write email. Okay, and we have to close the if statement here. So just use php end if. Okay, so we have to do for all the input fields. So just copy the same thing and paste here. Just change email to subject. Okay, so just select this and this to subject. Okay, for the message just paste and change email to message, and for file also just change to file. Okay, now next we will also set is invalid class if any validation error get for the specific input field. Okay, so in this class what I will do is, in this class I will create, sorry, here I will use php shorthand tag, and here in parentheses I will use validation get error, and here I will use email. If email get any validation error, then here I will use is invalid. I will print is invalid class here, otherwise nothing. Okay, so just blank. So I will use the same thing on all the input field, so just copy and paste here. Also just change this get error to subject. Similarly for the message, okay, so in class just change to message, okay, and here for the input file just write file, okay. And we will do one more thing, and this will be the previous value, okay. So to set the previous value, actually what will happen here is if we just refresh and suppose when I click on send, then you can see the validation is working fine. But in case of suppose I have entered something in this input field, and if I click on send, suppose I have not entered in something in message and click on send, then you can see all the previous values are removed from this input field. So we have to keep the previous value, okay, with the validation also. So for this we need to set the value for each input field. So here I will use value, okay, and in value I will use a set value method, okay, set underscore value, okay, set underscore value, and just write the email, okay. Similarly we have to do for all the input fields, so just copy the same thing and paste here. For the subject just write subject, and for the text area, so in text area we have to just use this here, okay, and just write message. We will not set the previous value for the file, okay, so just save this and go to the browser and refresh. Actually just here refresh, and let me just write a invalid email and click on send. So you can see HTML5 validation is working here. So to if you don't want to work HTML5 validation, so here you have to write no validate attribute in the form at tag, and then just write Sahil and click on send. Then you can see please enter a valid email address. So if I just enter a valid email address and click on send, then you can see this field is validated and the previous value is also here. And you can see in subject we have the message please enter a subject with at least 5 characters, so we have to write any 5 character here. And if we click on send, then you can see this is validated properly. Now in message we have to write some message, so I'm writing a random message here. So you can see the message field is also validated. Now this is the file field, so I have not selected any file here. So if I select a file which is not an image, so I'm selecting this zip file and click on send, then you can see only image type is allowed. So let's select any image file which is greater than of 1 MB and click on send. So you can see the file size should be less or equal to 1 MB. Let's select a file which is proper size and format and click on send. So you can see the form is validated and it goes to the next page, okay. So now next what I will do is validation is working properly. Now we have to send the email, okay. So to send the email, just go to email controller.php file, and here what I will do is in else I will just create email variable and get the email from the input field. Similarly for the subject and for the message and for the file. So for file here you just use get file and the name attribute value, okay. And then I will create a file name. File name is equal to file get name, and then I will move the file to the public directory. So here I will use move file move and then uploads directory. Okay, so here just write uploads, and here just pass the file name, and then I will create a variable file path is equal to uploads and then file name. We'll get the file path up after uploading the image. And then next I will create an object of email class. So just write email. Actually here just write mail is equal to config, and then inside config we will go to the services and then email class. Okay, so this is the email class, and then I will write mail, and then I will set from. So here I will use the same email ID which I am using as SMTP outgoing server. Okay, so just write sahil forrock dot ulfmania @gmail.com. Okay, and then mail set to. So I will get all the mail in my email ID. Okay, so here I will write my email ID decodemania.sk@gmail.com, decodemania.sk@gmail.com, and then I will set the subject. So here just use mail, and then use set subject, and here I will just use the subject variable. Okay, and next I will use so next I will use the set message. Okay, so mail set message, and here I will set the message whatever message is, and then I will set the attachment. So mail, and then here I will use attach method, and then here I will pass the file path, and here the deposition will be attachment. So just write attachment, and here I will pass the file name. Okay, and then I will use if statement if mail is sent. Mail is sent. Then in this case what I will do is I will set a flash message using session set flash data success, and here I will write your message has been sent successfully, and I will also redirect back to the index page. Okay, so here I will use return redirect to. So in 2 I will only use this. Okay, to home page. Now in else part, if something went wrong, then I will use session set flash data error, sorry your message could not be sent, and we will again redirect back to the home page. Okay, save this. Now we have to display these success or error message somewhere in the view file. Okay, so for this what I will do is just go to index.php file, and here in the card body I will use PHP if statement. Okay, so just use PHP if, and here I will check if session, and then I will use get flash data, and here I will check for success. So just use success. So if any message with the success key, then in this case here first just use end if, and here we will display the bootstrap alert. Okay, so just use div alert success, and here to display the message just use session get flash data and success. Okay, similarly for the error message, so just copy the same thing and paste here, just change success to error here, and then also change the alert type to danger. Okay, save. Now just go to your browser and refresh. Now let's try to send an email. Okay, so suppose let's enter some random data here and select a file and click on send. Then just wait. Okay, so you can see the error message, sorry your message could not be sent. Okay, uh, why this is getting error message, because we have to do one most important setting in the Gmail ID which we are using as SMTP server. Okay, so just in a new tab, just open google.com and just log in with your email ID which you are using as SMTP server. So I'm using this one as SMTP server. So now click on manage your Google account. Okay, and then go to security tab. Okay, and here you can see less secure app access. Just click on turn on access. Okay, and just enable this is most important. If you do not enable this, then your message will not be sent. Okay, so just enable this. Now just go to your uh, project, refresh. Okay, now here I will write my email ID saifullah.sk@gmail.com and subject test email, and in message I will write hello there, how are you. Okay, and here if I click on send, then you can see this file input is validating, so we have to select an appropriate file. So if I select this one and click on send, then you can see mail is sending. Just wait. Okay, so you can see a success message, your message has been sent successfully. Okay, now let's check the email ID. So this is our receiver email ID, and here you can see there is a mail received with the subject test email. If you open this, then you can see this is the message and this is the file that we have attached. Okay, and this is all the details. Okay, so this way you can easily send emails using CodeIgniter 4. If you liked this video, then hit on like button, share this video, and also subscribe this channel. See you soon in next video.